Yo, what's up? Assalamu alaikum. This is the rapper K-Real from Los Angeles, uh, from Compton, from Pomona, from the Murder Valley. What's up? I'm coming on here uh, to discuss Louisiana Creole and Ramadan and the legalities of moon sighting. Behind me here, I have the United Huma Nation flag, which I've been in multiple arguments and even banned on Facebook for trying to explain the origin of the word huma and the word redskin in relation to our history. The term redskin, it comes from the French-speaking black natives who, spoke dialects of Muskogee or Muskogee, huma meaning red. Red, right, or dark skinned, or to be brave in warfare. Okay, you can find this in Choctaw dictionaries and Muskogee or Muskogee dictionaries. You can find this in relation to any government Indian agent that has written about our tribes. And you will find all these people talking about redskin, but they will not talk about the black Indians, and they will not talk about the Louisiana Creole. Okay, so that's the origin. Whenever you see native tribes talking about red this, red that, they're getting that from us. And they're not talking about our rights. Because even this Huma tribe is not federally recognized, and they do not have any rights because they're not federally recognized, okay? And the Huma tribe recognizes that they have African ancestry as well, and they have other ancestry that is pure native and is black, okay? And that they're discriminated against, okay? And they say that they're also related to the Louisiana Creole, which is what I am, okay? This is the Louisiana Creole flag here. Right here you have Le Fleur, the French world symbol. Here you have the flag of Senegal, a Muslim country. You have the flag of Mali there, green, yellow, red, a Muslim country. Also the place where Timbuktu is, and I belong to the Jamaat of Shehu Usman Danfodio. Jamaat Shehu Usman Danfodio, who was a Muslim king in Africa who came to power in 1803, the direct time when Louisiana Creoles were invaded by America. So it's very important to know these things. Also, according to Al-Umari, when Mansa Musa went to his pilgrimage to Mecca called Hajj, that when he arrived in Cairo, that the king's court had a man named Al-Umari who was a historian and used to write down all the things happening in the kingdom. And Mansa Musa told him that he got all the gold because he became king and his brother had sent 200 ships to the west. You see what I'm saying? From West Africa. So the only thing west of West Africa is the Americas. And you have an oral tradition within families like mine and different families of Garifuna, which are another indigenous culture. You find stories of Mansa Musa's people arriving, right? Arrivé, right? So this is the point of contact. So for Louisiana Creole, we have 3 different points of contact. The first one, Islamic, people will have an issue with because we're Muslim. Even some Louisiana Creole, Catholic, the Christians, And here we have Castile, Spain flag representing, Spain. So these two, France and Spain, have to do with the Indian treaties, and Mali and Senegal represent Islam. They also represent African blood entering into the native tribes. Also, alliance on the Indian reservation called French Louisiana or Spanish Louisiana, which was a land trust, which is the same thing as the Indian reservation, which we still have Aboriginal title to, which means we own 75% of the United States and Canada if we can ever get our butts together, okay? So, about Ramadan, Louisiana Creole, like other indigenous Muslim tribes or indigenous tribes that have been Muslim for hundreds of years in the Americas, North America, South America, the Caribbean, Louisiana Creole, we follow the legal school of Imam Malik, okay? Imam Malik. So if you find people saying that they're following anything else other than that, it's usually probably not something indigenous. Maybe I might question something from Imam Shafi because Imam Shafi's school was also in Africa. okay? And Islam came into the Americas from African people, okay? And it was first introduced into the Indian tribes or the Native First Nation tribes or the Aboriginal tribes. You know, I don't like that term Native American because it's racist. And if you read Creole history, Creole people went to war against a group of people called the British Americans during the French and Indian War. And the general of that army was George Washington, who was the founder. So I have to split this into 2 videos because my phone is only allowing me to record for 4 minutes. Okay, so now we come from the Maliki legal school, which is an African Islamic legal school, okay? We're talking about rulings from an Islamic state. Isn't an Islamic state bad? No. An Islamic state is the same thing as a democratic state. It's just the principles of the founding government, what their laws are originating from, okay? So we follow Imam Malik, right? Imam Malik had an affinity towards African people, right? And therefore, many of the black companions of Prophet Muhammad followed Imam Malik. And this was a school that was brought into Africa, but it was already there when Prophet Muhammad had sent people into Ethiopia and Eritrea. You will see there was the first Islamic state was Ethiopia. Ironically, the first mosque in Africa was built in Nipsey Hussle's dad's hometown. You could go look it up, okay? So a lot of your history about Islam is incorrect, okay? I'm one of the last biological survivors of this ongoing slavery and genocide of Louisiana Creole, Muslim, indigenous peoples. Most people will tell you they're Catholic or they're practicing voodoo, and then those people that will tell you they're practicing hoodoo do not understand, and Fulani and Mandinka and many Islamic languages, you know, that word hoodoo comes from our language, okay? And it's actually an Islamic practice using prayers from the Quran or other type of prayers in a mathematical order, in geometry and such and such and such. But we're here to discuss Ramadan, okay? And Ramadan is fast approaching. Today is Monday, and it's supposed to be the 13th. So at sundown, by law, Islamic law, you know, men of sound mental state who are not insane, who have a reliable word, right? Meaning that they're not known to be liars, must go out and they must also have good eyes, good vision. Go out and see the moon with their naked eye, because Prophet Muhammad said that Ramadan begins and ends with the sighting of the moon. But since these British colonialists have entered most of the Islamic world now, you see the Islamic traditions are changing, right? I follow the ancient traditions, you know, of all my ancestors, okay? So check this out. We go out and we go sight the moon. Right now, where I am, it's cloudy. There's no way to sight the moon, but we have groups of people that go out and will go sight the moon, and it must be sighted in your region. So we live in the region of Amérique du Nord, so therefore in l'Amérique du Nord you must see with your own eye the moon, okay? So America, North America. If you live in the Caribbean, the sighting must come from the Caribbean. If you live in Central America, the moon sighting must come from Central America. And if you live in South America, the moon sighting must come from Central America. We do not follow Saudi Arabia, which was created by the British either. We do not follow Saudi Arabia, which was created by the British either. So I'm here to tell everybody, Bonn Fette Ramadan. You know, happy Ramadan. And, you know, for those people that will be watching this video later, I'm not telling you that it is Ramadan now, but the beginning of Ramadan starts and ends with sighting of the moon. So maybe today people will sight the moon, maybe tomorrow people will sight the moon. We're on a lunar calendar, the same as the Mayans, the same as other indigenous cultures, you know, and I'm going to keep doing more and more videos about Creolite, Indigene, Islamic, everything, more and more, and from the Los Angeles perspective that is not anti-gang. I'm going to keep it true to where I came from Los Angeles, and, you know, just keep promoting this. So I have 30 seconds left to go, so inshallah, you enjoy Ramadan, you get all the benefits from it, and may Allah give us freedom, may Allah give us full restoration of sovereignty and independence from the United States and Canada. May Allah have all our land returned, may Allah return all our languages, may Allah return all our cultural traditions. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.